Have you ever pondered about the labyrinth that is the human brain? It's an intricate maze of thoughts, emotions, and memories, a marvel of complexity that defines who we are and shapes our future. Yet it's not an infallible guide. It's a product of evolution, designed to ensure our survival rather than our happiness. And it's riddled with inherent biases that can often lead us astray. Consider this. Our brain is incapable of projecting a positive future accurately. It's wired to focus on the negatives, the potential dangers and pitfalls, rather than the opportunities and rewards. This negativity bias, as it's known, was a crucial survival tool for our ancestors, helping them avoid danger and stay alive. But in our modern world, it often leads to undue stress, anxiety, and a pervasive sense of pessimism. In the same vein, our ego plays a critical role. It's not just a source of pride or vanity, as it's often portrayed. In evolutionary terms, the ego is our guardian, our protector, the voice in our head that warns us of potential threats and urges us to play it safe. It's a relic of a time when life was fraught with danger, when every decision could mean the difference between life and death. But here's the thing, we're no longer living in the wilderness. The threats we face are different, and the strategies we need to thrive are different too. Adopting a positive mindset, embracing the potential for good outcomes rather than dwelling on the bad ones is crucial. Like gold being refined by extreme heat, we too must endure challenges to emerge stronger and more resilient. Yet, it requires courage. Courage to trust in our future selves, to believe that we have the power to shape our destinies, to embrace the unknown with open arms. And as Winston Churchill once said, success is not final, failure is not fatal, it's the courage to keep going that matters. The brain, a marvel of evolution, yet it often misleads us. But why? Meet the ego, our personal guardian throughout evolution. This invisible yet omnipresent force within us has been our silent protector, our shield in the face of danger, our very own survivalist. Born in the rugged landscapes of our primal past, the ego was fashioned by the relentless forces of evolution to ensure our survival. Its primary role was, and still is, to keep us safe from harmful situations. It was our ego that taught us to recognize the growl of a predator, to flee from the crackle of a wildfire, to seek shelter from a brewing storm. It was our ego that whispered caution in our ears and nudged us towards the safety of the familiar. But as we journeyed from the wilderness into the complexities of modern life, our ego found itself in unfamiliar territory. The threats of today are not the same as those of our ancestors. Yet our ego, a relic of our primal past, continues to operate on the principles of its birth. It magnifies threats, turning molehills into mountains, whispers into roars. It often leads us to overestimate danger and underestimate opportunities. It nudges us towards the familiar and away from the unfamiliar, even if the unfamiliar holds promise. Herein lies the paradox of the ego. While it was our steadfast ally in our fight for survival, it may not always serve us well in our pursuit of a thriving, fulfilling life. It may discourage us from taking risks, from stepping out of our comfort zones, from embracing change. It may cloud our vision with fear and doubt, preventing us from seeing the endless possibilities that lie ahead. But remember, the ego is not our enemy. It is a part of us, shaped by millions of years of evolution. It is our task to understand it, to work with it, to harness its power for our benefit. We must learn to balance the caution of the ego with the courage to explore, to dream, to grow. The ego, our survival tool, but not always our best guide for a thriving life. Imagine a world filled with endless positive outcomes. Sounds fantastic, doesn't it? Now what if I told you that this world could be your reality? Yes, it's possible, and it all starts with adopting a positive mindset. You see, our minds are like fertile soil, ready to grow whatever seeds we plant. If we scatter the seeds of negativity, we'll reap a crop of pessimism, doubt, and despair. However, if we choose to sow positivity, we'll reap a harvest of optimism, resilience, and success. It's a simple equation, really. The energy you put out is the energy you get back. Now you might be wondering, how can positivity lead to beneficial outcomes, especially when you're facing difficulties? The answer lies in the law of attraction. Essentially, positive thinking attracts positive circumstances. It's like tuning your radio to a specific station. You'll only receive the frequency that you're tuned into. Imagine being stuck in a dark, dense forest. If you focus on the darkness, the thorns, and the uncertainty, your fear will grow and you'll remain stuck. But if you choose to focus on the patches of sunlight, the smell of the earth, and the beauty of the foliage, you'll find your way out before you know it. You see, the forest is the same, but your perception shapes your experience. And it's not just about perception. Positivity also boosts your resilience, helping you bounce back from setbacks. It's like the rubber ball that keeps bouncing back no matter how hard you throw it down. It's about finding the silver lining, even in the darkest cloud. And remember, positivity isn't about denying reality or ignoring problems. It's about approaching difficulties with a constructive attitude, believing in your ability to overcome and expecting good outcomes. Embrace positivity and watch as doors you never knew existed open up for you. It's like stepping into a world of endless possibilities where every challenge is an opportunity and every setback is a setup for a comeback. So why not give it a try? After all, you've got nothing to lose and a world of positivity to gain. What if you had the courage to trust your future self? Imagine the sheer possibilities that would open up if we let go of self-doubt and embrace the unpredictable journey ahead. Just as the brain is an enigma, the future too is a mystery. It's natural to harbor fears about the unknown, but let's shift our perspective. Instead of viewing the future as a bleak abyss, visualize it as a canvas waiting to be painted with the vibrant colors of your dreams and ambitions. Now consider the process of refining gold. Gold in its raw form is just a lump of metal. But with time, patience, and the application of intense heat, it transforms into something truly beautiful and valuable. This process symbolizes personal growth and resilience. The heat represents the challenges we face, the struggles we endure. It's these very trials that shape us, molding us into stronger, more resilient versions of ourselves. Our ego, that guardian of survival, often nudges us toward caution, urging us to avoid potential harm. This has been crucial for our evolution, but in today's world, this protective instinct can sometimes hold us back from exploring new paths, from stepping into the unknown. It's here that courage steps in, allowing us to trust in our future selves. Trust in your future self is about embracing the idea that you are capable of handling whatever the future throws at you. It's about acknowledging that you are a work in progress, constantly evolving, constantly learning. This trust doesn't eliminate the uncertainty of the future, but it equips you with the confidence to face it head-on. The future is not set in stone. It's a myriad of possibilities, a multitude of paths waiting to be explored. You are the artist, and the future is your canvas. So pick up your brush of courage, dip it in the paint of trust, and create a masterpiece that is your life. Just like gold, trust that the trials you face today are shaping you into the person you are meant to be. How often do you pause to appreciate what you have? It's a simple question, yet it holds profound implications for our well-being, our outlook on life, and our ability to persevere. You see, gratitude is more than a feeling. It's a perspective, a mindset, a powerful tool that can change the way we navigate the world. Picture this. You're in the midst of a storm, buffeted by the winds of adversity. It's easy to focus on the chaos, the fear, the uncertainty. But what if, amidst the tumult, you found a moment to appreciate the strength within you, the love around you, the opportunities that adversity might bring? That's the power of gratitude. It's like a beacon in the storm, a light that can guide us through the darkest times. Gratitude doesn't erase the challenges we face, it doesn't minimize the pain or the struggle, but it does change our relationship with them. It shifts our focus from what's going wrong to what's going right, from what we lack to what we have. It's a perspective shift that can transform our experiences, infusing them with positivity and hope. But remember this, gratitude is not a passive act. It's a conscious choice, a deliberate act of focusing on the good, even when it's hard to find. And it's this choice, this act of courage, that can lead us to persevere, to push through the obstacles, to keep going even when the road ahead seems steep and treacherous. Yes, we face challenges. Yes, we experience failures. But as we navigate these hardships, let's remember to pause, to appreciate, to be grateful. For it's in these moments of gratitude that we find the strength to persevere, to keep moving forward, to rise above the storm. And so, as we conclude, let's hold on to these words from Winston Churchill, a man who knew a thing or two about perseverance. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to keep going that counts. So, my friends, let's keep going. With gratitude in our hearts and perseverance in our souls, let's keep going. Remember, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to keep going that counts. Winston Churchill.